Welcome to MaxsGarajMahal. I brought you here today to talk about lawnmower blade sharpening fixtures. And I run across a company, GSTP, that has a product that I really like the looks of, and if it works nearly as well as I think it's going to be the berries. So I like berries, and therefore I chose to buy it in red. They have red, black, and just natural aluminum, which would be aluminum colored or silver or gray. But anyway, this is what it's going to look like when we get out of the box. Right there. Let's hope. Okay, now here's some things I think I'm going to like about it. This is a bearing, that's a bearing. So let's take a look. Alright, I had my knife out here a minute ago and I put it away for some reason. So let's open this together real quick. I'll get the box up here where we can see it. And I know you can't see it yet. I know y'all are really enamored with my videoing abilities. So we'll get that down there. Maybe get you a little closer. Figure out how to work that. With my illnesses, I apologize. I hadn't been doing much of this filming stuff. Alright, can we see that? Do I need to come down a little bit more? Alright, here we go. Now this thing is really packaged well. The little box is relatively flimsy, I have to say that. But you know, considering they packaged it with all this foam around it. Everything's really Frenched in real nicely. And all the metal is nicely wrapped so it doesn't get scratched the other part of it up. And bearings. That's smooth as glass right there. That's the way it ought to be. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this over out of the way here. And as far as the review video goes, I probably don't need to spend so much time on the unboxing and all that crap, and I know that. But I want you to see what you get and what you're paying for. And this thing probably weighs 6-8 pounds. I mean, it's heavy. This is aircraft aluminum right here, and that's about 7/16, maybe a ½ inch thick. Same for this part, all of this. It's got little aluminum thumb wheels on it, which I like. It's got heavy duty tapered top screws to hold your blade in place. And let me get you back up here and we'll see if we can't find, maybe a little too high. And this was impromptu and I apologize for that. Let me get my hands in front of your face where you can't see. And I'll just grab a blade real quick, because anyone that's been on my channel knows I'm going to stop the film, go get something, come back. And at any moment now I'm sure the phone will ring. So let me grab a blade. I'll stick it on here. Now what we're going to do is we're also going to go out in the shop as soon as I feel a little bit better. And we're going to set this up. And I'm going to set mine up a little differently. I looked at a bunch of the videos that people have made on this product. And that impressed me pretty well. So this is not, by the way, this is not the lower priced one. There are some out there that's $30, maybe $25 less, and that's fine. And they may work just as well, but I was impressed with this product and the people that made all the videos. So this is going to mount to either a shelf. I'm going to mount mine similar to this, I think, and I'm going to mount mine on my utility trailer, so that I can have it wherever I'm cutting grass or weeds. And in Arkansas you get to do a lot of that. So the way that goes on here is like this right here, and it comes with the accompanying mounting hardware right here, which is pretty neat. And it has 4 studs and the nuts to lock them in place that goes into your 4.5 inch grinder or larger. And each one of them is different size thread to fit different size brands of grinders. And I'm going to use a flat wheel on mine. And this is going to go in there and allow your grinder to move back and forth up and down your blade. So let me grab a blade and a grinder. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with some blades, and I forgot to show you something. With this thumb wheel right here, you can move your angle from 15 degrees or less down to 45 degrees. And that's pretty doggone adjustable as far as the blade goes, and or cutting the blade angle. And let's see here. By the way, if I really like these, I'm probably going to offer these for sale. And you'll be able to see MaxsGarajMahal right there, and I'll try to make them available to you. But I'm going to assess them 100% first. And the way this is going to look, you're going to put this grinder in there, and it's going to go along that blade like that. Alright, now let me throw a blade in here for a second, because this thing will do. This blade came on my 1996 MTD all-wheel drive, all-wheel steer lawnmower, and it's still almost as thick as it ever was. It was cutting really good, and I finally had to replace the blades when I tried to take a coil of wire out of the ground, and it bent the blade on one of them. So this one's still good, and it's destined to become a reinforcement bracket for a lawnmower wheel mounting bracket for the steering motors. But that's neither here nor there. For this particular purpose, we will be showing the grind for this area and this area, as well as the little radius area right here. So this is a different angle, this is a different angle. And the only time it was sharpened, it was laying on the ground, taking your grinder and going back and forth. That worked really well. Now this is going to be a much easier blade to grind, because all you got is a single straight line. And what I may do is I may bring that cut on back to here, which is really not necessary, but hey, more chances to get more clippings, right? Okay, so I'm going to take you out into the shop. We're going to drill some holes and tap them and put this thing together and grind some blades. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, boys and girls, here we are out here on the mobile workbench. Some people call them a trailer. I don't. This is a mobile workbench, and we have the GSTP lawnmower blade fixture. It's adjustable in several different angles right here. And as you can see, now I've already got this adjusted for a mulching blade. And this mulching blade is a 1996 model. Came on a Yardman all-wheel steer. So let's see what we can do to it and to make it better. Bear with me. Now then, let me see if I can get you a little closer to that so you can see what that looks like. And I'll get out of your way, maybe. Okay. Sucker is, as my old friend says, crazy sharp. So that's this angle. And like I said, this thing is almost 30 years old. And it's always just been hand sharpened up underneath the mower. So let's change this angle and get this tip right here and finish her up. Alright, now we're going to loosen the nut on the back side here. I'm going to take this off first. Loosen the nut on the back side, right there. Then I'm going to turn it down here at about, looks like about 35 degrees. Maybe 37, but let's go 35. We'll touch it off, and if it feels good there, we'll use that. This being the first time for you and I to use this machine, then we'll just have to figure it out as we go together here. Wasn't quite enough angle, so we will change that angle just a little bit more. Tighten this nut up, because I just laid it on there a while ago and didn't tighten it. Never a real good idea. All right, let's try that real quickly. Alrighty. Okay, now by the way, I just watched the neighbors walk by, so I turned my head with look, and I sort of ground where I didn't supposed to. But you talking about sharp, that'll cut you right there. Alrighty, so I'm going to say that this little tool is just what you need, and if you mount this on your trailer, say on the far side, in case you do something, broke down the side of the road and you want to sharpen some blades, put it on the passenger side of the trailer. This is where I mount my little small tire changing thing, so I just use that hole. But anyway, this is pretty simple stuff. To insert this blade, again, I know I showed you earlier in the video, just loosen this hand wheel right here. You can flip it right over, put it in the center, tighten it right up. You're ready to go again. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you got anything out of it, give us a thumbs up. And a shout out to GSTP Auto Parts. And I'm going to put a link to their auto parts page, and they make all kinds of auto parts for various vehicles. And I think I'm going to say great job. Appreciate it. Y'all come back and see me now, yeah?